13. That's how many jobs I've had in the past. I could never keep a job. I've been a baker, a barman, a waiter, a scientist, an engineer. I even poured concrete for a while. First month or two would always be grand. Things would be manageable. But as soon as that kind of honeymoon phase was over, I just couldn't hack it. Me and the 9 to 5 were doomed from the start. I grew up with this idea thinking that success had to be climbing the corporate ladder, working for someone else's dreams. But it never sat right with me. It felt like I was forcing myself into a mold that just didn't fit. Every time I start a new job, I think to myself, okay, this time it's going to be different. I'm going to actually be happy this time. But the monotony would set in, all creativity would go out the window, and I'd find myself counting down the minutes until I get to go home again. I remember the feeling of dread I would get every single Sunday evening, knowing that the following day meant another week of trading my time for a paycheck. And to be honest, it felt more like a prison sentence than a reward. It wasn't just about the work itself though, but the whole culture surrounding it. Politics, the stupid arbitrary rules, and just the lack of freedom, that kind of tunnel vision mindset. I'd look around at all my co-workers. You could have some on the left and they'd have accepted their fate, whereas you could see others were clinging on to the hope that one day they might reach the top and finally be happy. But deep down, I just knew that path was not for me. I craved freedom. I wanted to build something of my own, something that reflected my values and my passions. I've always loved traveling and I've always loved going to the gym. So remote working plus helping online fitness coaches definitely ticked them 2 boxes. And so despite the fear and the uncertainty, I said, you know what, fuck it, I am out of here. I made the decision to break free from the 9 to 5 grind and pursue the life of an entrepreneur. But it wasn't easy, far from it. There was many sleepless nights, so many moments of uncertainty, so much self-doubt creeping in any chance it could, as well as that there was just constant setbacks. There was always another hurdle, another speed bump. But the funny thing is, with each failure came a lesson, and with each lesson I grew stronger and I grew more determined just to keep going. Today I look back on my journey, I finally realize now that those 13 jobs, they weren't a series of failures, but if I reframe it and think of them rather as stepping stones that led me exactly to where I am now. So to anyone out there who feels trapped in the 9 to 5 rat race, know that there is another way. It may not be easy, it may require many sacrifices, but if you're willing to bet on yourself and follow your passion, I think the rewards are limitless. Look, if you're happy with where you're at, that's great, I'm happy for you. But if you're not happy, if you feel lost, if you feel trapped and you don't know what to do, and if you feel like I did that the traditional path just isn't meant for you, take it from me, there is another way. Dare to dream big and never be afraid to forge your own path. After all, the only way to truly find fulfillment is to live life on your own terms. That's a wrap, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe below and talk soon.